What is good with y'all, man? So today we're going to be going over some abilities that I would like to see added to Madden 23. Now, these abilities are just kind of made up off the top of my head. Thought there'd be some cool ideas. Maybe some of them might not be. You guys could let me know. And if you guys have any abilities that you guys think that you want to see in Madden 23, comment them down below. But let's go ahead and get into it. 10 abilities that I would like to see in Madden 23. Toe tap. So it's kind of in the name. You toe tap. You know how one of the biggest problems of Madden is, there's times you throw past the sideline and it looks like the guy can easily get his feet in bounds, but he just doesn't. So basically, the ability, what it would do is it would just improve receivers getting their feet in bounds. I think it should only be 1 AP, but I think they could do it off like a height thing. So for guys at least 6 foot, make the ability like 1 AP. If the guy's under 6 foot, he's 5'10", 5'11", then maybe make the ability 2 AP. Because then that would be a little bit overpowered for the smaller guys to still get their feet in bounds. And make it like for receivers and tight ends, because I could definitely see myself putting that on both of my tight ends. That'd be pretty nice. So I think that'd be a pretty nice ability. Inside elite. So this would be for the D tackles or just really kind of interior linemen. So it could be for like your right ends, your left ends. You guys, you know how there's an edge threat ability where it's basically one of the better edge rushing abilities. Inside elite would basically be kind of like in edge threat, but for the interior lineman, for the D tackles, or if you have right ends or left ends kind of playing in that interior line. That's kind of basically what it would be. It would probably be about 2 AP for like a power rushing D tackle, and then if they're like a run stopper archetype or something, then maybe make it like 3 AP. I think that would be pretty cool, just to add more pass rushing abilities to the D-line. We got a quarterback one. It's called Out the Pocket Deadeye. Basically, what this ability would be is roaming Deadeye and dashing Deadeye just combined into one, because essentially they're both already kind of the same. I think the only difference is with roaming Deadeye, you can't be sprinting, and then with dashing Deadeye, you have to be sprinting. So basically, if you're outside the pocket, it's a Deadeye ability. Now this, I would think, would cost about 3 AP just for the scramblers and improvisers, and then if you're like a field general or a strong arm, maybe make it like 4 AP. And maybe even just get rid of dashing Deadeye. Well, I guess they can still keep dashing Deadeye, roaming Deadeye. Just have an alternative if you want it both like kind of combined, you know what I mean? Beast mode. Now this ability could possibly be a little bit overpowered, I'll be honest. I would recommend this ability probably being like 5 to 6 AP. Basically what the ability would be is it's beast mode, right? You're going to beast mode. So let's say you're breaking a tackle, right? Like you're about to break a tackle, but then the second guy comes in, and because of that, he's able to bring you down. Basically how it would work is not only are you going to break the tackle you're already breaking, but that second guy coming in, you're also going to pretty much just break that tackle too. And that's basically how it works. Just the 2 guys though. If a third guy comes in, he's making the tackle. But if it's 2 guys right there, but it has to be like in a situation where you're already breaking the first tackle and the second guy's coming in to make the play at the same time while you're breaking that tackle. Because you know how like if you're breaking a tackle, right, but then the other guy comes in, the gang tackling. Basically that's how it would work. I would say 5 to 6 AP. Could be a little bit crazy, so just an idea. Break tackle elite. It's pretty simple. The name says it all. It's a break tackle. This could be for the running backs. This could be for the tight ends. Probably maybe just those guys. Maybe wide receivers could get it too. Physical archetypes. I would make this one 3 to 4 AP. Basically, obviously, you're not going to break every single tackle, but it gives you a very high percentage chance to just kind of break tackles a little bit more. Conservative tackles, say. Basically, like conservative tackles, you have a higher chance to kind of break those. Once again, I would probably definitely make this a little bit more AP, because it could be low OP. Fruit punch. And basically, it's kind of like another version of strip specialist, but basically when you have this ability on, it will give you an animation to kind of where you'll actually punch the ball out. Instead of trying to like grab the ball and rip it out their hands, what this ability will do, it'll give you a different animation where you're actually kind of go up to the ball and try to punch it out. So it'll be like, I guess 1 AP, just kind of another version of strip specialist, but kind of a better animation maybe. Because then let's say you try to punch it, and because sometimes they try to rip the ball out and then they break the tackle because of it. You could try to punch it, and let's say you mess up, but you still might have a chance to maybe kind of try to wrap up, make a tackle, just maybe. Inside protector. Basically what the ability would be, you know how there's an edge protector, which that ability's only purpose is if a guy has an edge threat, it'll counter that. Basically inside protector would counter the ability I talked about earlier, inside elite. That's basically all it would be. It'd be 2 AP. It would just be a counter for that, because when you add abilities like that, you usually got to have some kind of counter for it. So that would kind of be the counter for it. Fake out. I would probably say this ability could be from 2 AP to 3 AP. Basically, what it would be is on just normal routes. You know how there's some routes in the game, like you got the zig route where the wide receiver will kind of put a little move on and then cut to the outside, or there's some of those the double moves or streak moves where they'll run up, run out, and then run back up. Basically, what this fake out ability would do is just on normal routes, they'll kind of put their own little spice to it. So let's say he's going on a slant route. Maybe just before he tries to run the slant, he'll act like he's running an out route and then kind of cut in and kind of lose the defender. That's kind of what that would be. So in a way, kind of like a more realistic, well, I won't say a more realistic version of route tick, but it's another way to kind of get the receiver open. 2 to 3 AP I think would be pretty good. So yeah, backfield hero. Basically with this ability I'd probably say 1 to 2 AP. What it would do is when you block your running back and you basically have him pass blocking on a run play, if a guy's coming in and he's getting ready to pick him up, basically what the ability will do is it'll give him a higher chance to chop block the defender. And you guys know when the running backs chop block a defender, he's almost out of the play. Obviously, he can still get back up and try to get you, but it gives you a lot more time. And that's basically what backfield hero would do. It would give you a higher chance just to chop block him and give you a little bit more time. 1 to 2 AP I think would be probably pretty good. For the last ability, it is for the QB. It's called Volume Passer. Now, like I said, these are all just abilities that I'm making up off the top of my head that could be pretty cool ideas. These are obviously not any of these are in the game. Volume Passer. Basically, what this would do is the more you drop back and throw the ball, it will increase, or I guess decrease your chances of getting under pressure and accurate. So like, let's say you've thrown the ball like 20 times. At that point, you might pretty much have fearless. Like, you're not getting, like, it'll just, most of your passes are going to be accurate. Because you guys know how fearless works. In the pocket with fearless, you don't see, like, you won't get any under pressure and accuracy. Well, sometimes, somehow you still do. It's weird. But with volume passer, the more you drive back and throw the ball, the more it'll kind of decrease your chance of getting that, or maybe I guess increase would probably be the word. The point is it'll cut down on inaccurate passes when you have pressure in your face the more you drop back. This ability could range from, I'd say, I think 2 AP is pretty good for it, because you have to keep constantly throwing the ball to kind of get it to work. So, and I think fearless for some archetypes is 3. Well, then maybe you could even make it 1 AP just because for, I think for field generals, I think it's 2 AP. So maybe for field generals, they get it for 1. And the guys that it costs fearless would cost 3 AP for, you can make the volume passer 2 AP. So maybe that's pretty good. Like I said, those are just 10 abilities that I thought off the top of my head that they could be good abilities, they could be bad abilities. Let me know any abilities that you guys have in mind that you would like to see in Madden 23. Comment them down below. But that's pretty much going to do it though, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, man, and your boy is